The IRS continues to send out letters 6173 and 6174 to crypto traders. If you get one, what should you think about it? First of all, if you have a 6173 letter, you definitely need to call our office right away, because this is the more serious of the two letters. A lot of people are thinking that these letters are some sort of phishing attack the IRS is using. Well, it's the real letter. They've done it before. They first issued these letters back in 2019. They're issuing them because they know that you engaged in trading. They don't know the size. They don't know if you had a profit or a loss. So in a sense, it's a phishing expedition, but it's not a phishing email, if you will. So it's very important to take these letters seriously. And one thing you should be mindful of if you receive one of these letters is that you're now on the IRS's radar, which means they've got you. They have a system where they're looking at you. The most important thing to take away from this is that the IRS knows your number. They know you're a crypto trader. They know your social security number, and they know you traded. They've gotten all the leads. Think about this. They got information about your wallets. They took those wallet addresses. They traced them back to U.S.-based centralized exchanges where the U.S. government has access legally to get the KYC information, and they've identified it back to you, and they know you were a crypto trader on offshore accounts. At some point in time, they don't really necessarily know how much or if you made profit or whatever. They just know you engaged in activity. If you received a 6173 letter, it's probably because they suspected you engaged in a lot of activity. It's very important to know that there are limitations that this letter does not disclose on your ability to amend past tax return. One very major consideration is that a lot of people feel like they need to go back and amend a tax return. Well, I got news for you. There's a law that limits how far back you can go to amend a tax return. These letters invite you to amend returns voluntarily, which is actually a disingenuous offer. The 6173 and 6174 letters from the IRS, they're talking about a range from 2016 to current. And the fact of the matter is, most of those returns, you are no longer able to amend if you filed your taxes on time. Now, here's why. You only have 3 years to amend a tax return. This letter invites you to disclose to the IRS about tax returns that you no longer have the legal ability to amend. So it's a very serious fishing expedition, if you will, by the IRS. Do not blindly think that you just be the honest person and respond. If you didn't check the boxes which said I was trading cryptocurrency, we need to take it very seriously. And oftentimes the best response may be to not respond at all. You need to look at the whole solution. One of the most important things to realize is that you are now on the IRS's radar. They know that you're a crypto trader. They know you traded outside the United States, and they are going to be watching that. The next step for the IRS is they could then initiate an examination or a legal investigation on your reporting. So what we recommend is we have a service called Tax Shield where we watch the IRS. We can see when they have flagged one of your tax returns for an audit. We can see that typically 2 to 6 months in advance. We can detect that, and we've actually been able to amend the tax returns for our clients before an audit begins and actually keep the audit from happening at all. And we think this is the best strategy, especially for past tax years where you have limited ability to even amend them at all. So this is a great strategy. We also have advanced plans that go beyond merely watching the IRS, but actually having a plan in place to cap your expenses should an audit actually begin, which would be appropriate if you were a 6173 receiver. You are not powerless. You can watch the IRS, you can put tools in place, you can cap your liabilities. The IRS is getting streamlined by the government, but they're going to keep the auditors, they're going to keep the revenue collectors, because that's what the whole agency is about. They're keeping them, and they're going to focus their energies more and more on the heavy hitters, which the IRS has already publicly identified as the crypto traders. High amounts of unreported capital gains, and they think it's an easy fish for them to catch. So by all means, consider using our Tax Shield service. I invite you to contact our office, set up a call, and discuss your situation in confidence. So these are real letters, and the most important thing to know is that the IRS has your number, and they know you're a crypto trader, and they're starting to come after you. Let's put an affordable strategy in place to protect yourself. This is Clinton Donnelly from CryptoTaxAudit. Please like, subscribe, and follow. It means a lot to us. Thank you very much.